Hey, what's up, everyone? It's my Altered Tech, aka the OnePlus guy, back again for you guys because you guys requested me to produce some more tech videos. And I'll say this too. On Twitter, there was a lot of people who I've been following, a lot of friends I've met in the tech community who got into Team Pixel. And what is Team Pixel? It's basically a program which Pixel shoots out a brand new Pixel device for you to go ahead and test out for your YouTube channel because you are a YouTuber who does stuff on tech, or maybe you're a photographer and they want you to showcase their phones. So I was happy for them, and I was like, wait a second, I got accepted into the OnePlus Photography Ambassador program. I should be happy as well. So, number one, I have a YouTube channel, and why would you not use your YouTube channel to go ahead and just showcase this device? I know you could show off with some photos and whatnot, but you can also use YouTube as a way to go ahead and give you guys a more a deeper experience as to how the cameras are being used, how to get more better photos, how tips and tricks, things like that. So I'll be doing that. And I do want to talk about something else as well. Austin Evans, his video. Listen, I like to talk about stuff that that might be a little bit controversial. Like from the viewpoint of a CEO, and from I like to do a lot of analytics and stuff. Think outside the box. So I'm not here to just be like, buy this phone, you need it right now. That's not me. So I'm going to talk about Austin Evans and his video where he said OnePlus settled and why I kind of disagree with him. So the one of the big arguments was that OnePlus throttled down the OnePlus 9 Pro. This is their brand new phone, and I remember that day pretty good. On Twitter, you saw it. These headlines: OnePlus caught throttling their phones. And it sounds really bad, especially you guys go in the past when Apple was doing it, and they were doing it in a way that kind of got people to, hey, my phone must be old, time for me to upgrade. But they were comparing it to Apple, but it really wasn't the same case as Apple. This is a brand new phone. You don't want people to buy this phone and be like, man, this phone it's kind of lagging, man. It's not as fast as the phone from last year and things like that, because I paid a lot of money for mine. So this one I got for free from the program, but I have the mirrored finished one, the Mist, the Morning Mist. That was about over $1,000. So I want you guys to pay careful attention to what I'm about to say. On Twitter, the people who were very upset, I've noticed pretty much almost all of them didn't own a OnePlus 9 Pro. They were upset. They were just putting down OnePlus. Look at them. Being mischievous and doing this, and just, hey man, I'm done with OnePlus. So they didn't own the phone, yet they were upset. Then we had the people who did own the OnePlus 9 Pro, like myself, who didn't notice that the phone was being throttled or the apps were being throttled. Had no idea, no clue. I mean, it just was performing as good as it was on day number one, or they had me fooled. But for the most part, no complaints. So when I found out, I was like, huh? I mean, well, kind of shocked me. So since then, I've tried to pay more extra careful attention. And unless you put the phone in battery saver mode, I don't really see much of a difference in performance. But for the benchmarking and whatnot, people made it a big deal. And they're like, hey, you're just like Apple. But it would be, like I said, it would be ridiculous for OnePlus to slow down their brand new phone and to, bring around, bad experiences and bad press for that. But think about this, guys. OnePlus is one of the few flagship and manufacturers in the US market. And it seems like people don't really care about that in the tech community. It seems like we have this very, uh, you know, we have critics. That's a good way to put it. We have a lot of critics in the tech community. So, what OnePlus, they're this unique Android brand that produces, really good phones. And when it comes to the design, OnePlus puts a lot of effort into it. This is one of the largest flagships you'll find on the market, with a quad HD display with 120 hertz that doesn't feel like a brick, and it's pretty thin. And to get to that thinness and that lightweight, you had to make the battery a little smaller. So with the smaller battery, and then the OnePlus was like, damn it, we got to try to figure out a way to extend the battery. That was an idea that was pushed out, and that's how we got to this case. So I understand you guys said, hey, I paid like over $1,000 for this phone. I would like to have the full performance, but I would also like to have better battery life. So then OnePlus is like, we're gonna give you guys the option. All right, we'll give you guys the option with the Android 12 update to make you guys happy. And on top of that, we're gonna give you guys 4 years of security updates. That was huge for me because I was getting ready to sell my OnePlus 9 Pro. I mean, like $1,000 for just 3 years of usage. Now you have 4 years of usage, and on top of that, an extra OS update. So that's going to extend the life of this phone. If you guys divide that up by three, it works out to like $300, $333 a year. But divided up by four, it's about $250 per year. So it just works out better for me. It makes it out to be a much more better investment. So with that out the way, we gotta talk about the Pixel 6. I did mention it. It's pretty hot today. So the Pixel 6, guys, everyone's excited about it, and I'm the only one. Like I said, I'm always kind of like just thinking outside the box. I'm skeptical because this phone has a new sensor, the tensor sensor, and you guys could say whatever you want about the Qualcomm. Guys, if you are a manufacturer and you put yourself in the shoes of OnePlus, can't you guys kind of try like understanding where they're coming from? Like, you only have one chip manufacturer to really rely on, and if they mess up on that chip, it kind of hurts you. So and then you only have one operating system to choose from. You only have Android. There is no what happened to that Ubuntu phone. I don't know. It's still in a work in progress. I don't think it's ever coming out. What happened to all these other operating systems that was supposed to come out? What happened to the Windows phone? It is what it is. You got to go with Android. And with the Pixel 6, they're claiming that they're gonna have to give you the best Android 12 experience with the Material UI, whatever it is, and that is a red flag for me. When the maker of the Android operating system, who's owned by Google, who has a Pixel line owned by Google, who has a head start, who knows what the OS is going to bring, and they could plan ahead when it comes to the hardware. So they're going to have an upper hand. So where is the free market? That is my concern, and I don't think Google is doing enough for other manufacturers to stay in the game. We saw LG drop out. They're like, hey, we're bleeding too much money, guys. I loved their phones. Most of my best videos were LG videos, and it's a shame because I know there's a lot of tech reviewers out there who pretty much did a lot of LG videos, like some gadget guy. And now it's like one day pretty much everyone's going to be just reviewing Pixel phones and Samsung phones if they're not into iOS. So what choices do we have? And if you're starting up from scratch to create a phone that's going to rival Samsung, you just can't. They're way too advanced in terms of years, and they have enormous resources. They already established themselves in the market. The only way they could ruin that is by making bad products, which most likely they're probably not, because they have so much in the game. I mean, when it comes to the product parts, they manufacture it. When it comes to the chips, they could produce their own chips. It's crazy. And for OnePlus, they had to, there's no choice for them but to merge with Oppo. Without Oppo, OnePlus, I think the OnePlus was, let's say they made the 7 Pro, they upgraded it, and it's a more advanced 7 Pro at what, 750. The Galaxy Fan Edition came out of nowhere, and you guys saw it with MKBHD. The Fan Edition that broke the OnePlus streak, the winning streak for the phone of the year, and for that reason it was because the price and the value it brought. So how is OnePlus going to win with the same formula? They had to do something, and then Pete Lau was like, hey, we gotta do the merger right now. We gotta just combine everything, and we got to keep up. We got to go after Samsung, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. And the transition, it's going to take some time. Hopefully, I hope to see some big things with the OnePlus 10 Pro next year. As for the OnePlus 9 Pro, I really felt that the launch with the cameras, in which the software wasn't ready, really really kicked them on the wrong foot. It was a bad way to start off the race. But now, like I said, if you guys are still, you still have that impressions in your head in which the cameras was like, you guys got to go ahead and try it out for yourselves. The cameras, the main sensor, it's one of the best I've used in, when it comes to detail and whatnot, especially for OnePlus. Compare this to the OnePlus 7 Pro. It just smokes it out of the water when it comes to detail. The ultra wide, it was great for them to go ahead and upgrade the ultra wide camera. Telephoto adds versatility, and like I said, the merger, it's finally complete, and it's going to take some time for them to go ahead and just, they will produce better phones with this merger. They will produce, better quality service with this merger. So we can only, like I said, the slogan is never settle. And with this route, OnePlus is not settling for anything. So we have to just, just be open-minded and just hope for the best and see what OnePlus could bring for us next year. Now, there's no OnePlus 9T, and like I said, I don't really see much of a reason to buy the 9T. The OnePlus 9 Pro, I would say just go for the OnePlus 9 Pro if you guys really value cameras. If you guys want something a little bit less, go for the OnePlus 9. That phone is pretty good as well. It doesn't have the curves, fast charging and everything. It's pretty damn good. And that's all I have to say. It's been about 11 minutes. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys want to see something in particular, let me know down below. This is Alter Tech. Take care. Peace.